Good morning. We are back home from our vacation, which was incredible. I'm actually really sad to be back. I feel like sometimes after vacation you just fall into a sad hole. But I think the crucial thing is to right away get back into a good routine, into all the good habits, because often when traveling they just go out of the window completely. Like the last week I haven't really moved my body that much. I've been booking myself into a Pilates reformer class where we're gonna go also in a minute. But before that, I actually quickly wanted to show you this super pretty jewelry. So I got these earrings and rings that I'm obsessed with. I love it so much, and they're from a brand called Linear, which are super kindly sponsoring this video, which is a total dream because not just do they create really the nicest pieces, they're so simple but yet really classy and very filigree and fine, which I love. You know that it's just very, I think the word is filigree. And I'm at a point in life now where I really want to focus on having high quality jewelry so that you really have these forever pieces that just last a lifetime. And the crazy thing is though that it's super affordable, so they are selling directly to the customer online, which allows them to avoid these crazy markups that a lot of the luxury brands have. And also they're super focused on sustainability, so they're only using 100% recycled silver and gold, and the diamonds are lab grown. So really incredible. They also have this super pretty birthstone collection. You definitely need to have a look if you are on the hunt for some new jewelry. I'm also gonna put a link down below with a discount code as well. And I, by the way, got also this little bag, which I think is so cute and so practical, because my problem is that I just always lose stuff, like anything, not just jewelry, anything, but especially with jewelry it's of course super shitty if you lose it. So I feel like this is hopefully gonna help me to keep it in one place. But actually my plan is, especially with the earrings, to not really take them out that much, because I love when you just have earrings that you can wear all the time, because the quality is so good that they're just gonna last. So that is so nice. But we need to go to the class now. Wow, it was a really good class. It was super tough, but I actually really needed that. And now I'm quickly heading to the supermarket, and I want to make a nice healthy bowl for probably lunch. It's already after 11 now. So kind of like a late breakfast lunch. I'm actually really dying now. I'm gonna make a really nice salmon bowl now. And we're gonna start with baking the salmon filet, so just placing it on a baking tray and then into the oven. Then we're gonna melt a little bit of butter in a pan and add 1 whole can of chickpeas that we're just gonna roast and spreading them evenly. And then meanwhile they are baking, we're gonna make some creamy guacamole, so taking 1/2 of an avocado, and in between just making sure our chickpeas are not getting burnt. And then to the avocado we're gonna squeeze 1/2 of a lemon and add 1 tablespoon of Greek yogurt and a little bit of salt, and then just blending it well. Next we're adding some broccoli into the pan, and I love to also add a little bit more butter. That's somehow my current obsession, to have butter fried broccoli. Then we're gonna boil 2 eggs in hot water for 7 minutes so they get nice and soft. And I'm washing a handful of kale, and we're gonna add that into our pan, so just do the whole mix so that it gets softly steamed. Then adding a little bit more salt and also some herbs, and I'm just letting it simmer for about 2 more minutes. Then we're gonna take the salmon out of the oven, and I'm just cutting it in half and gonna eat only one half of it and save the other one for tomorrow. And then our chickpea kale mix is ready, and we're gonna mix it with the creamy avocado. So that's kind of like our dressing here, which gives it such a nice texture and taste. It's so nice, I promise. And I felt like adding just a little bit more freshness to it, so I cut a little bit of red bell pepper and then just placing about half of it onto a plate, adding the salmon and drizzling lots of lemon on top so that it gets this really nice taste. And then I'm adding this sauerkraut mix. So it's sauerkraut with beetroot fermented, which is just incredible for our gut health. So I'm really trying to integrate fermented food into my diet regularly. Then we also have the 2 eggs, which got perfectly boiled. And this is our lunch. Can't wait to eat this. Time to wash our sheets, and I would actually really love to know from you how often you are washing your sheets, because I have been doing it every 2 weeks, but now I heard in a podcast that you should be doing it minimum once a week, and I'm like, really? Do you really have to do it once a week? So let me know how often you wash yours. I'm on my way now to my current favorite matcha spot in Dubai. It has really the best iced matcha there ever, and I'm gonna sit there and do some editing and also some planning. I really want to go into my Notion and plan my next weeks and all my to-dos and just really have a little like reset and a refocus on all the things I have to do and the projects I want to focus on. And also for YouTube, I want to do like an uploading schedule. And I think the most important thing always is to have a plan. So that's what we're gonna do. And I can't wait to show you the place because it's so pretty. I'm in an Uber now, and I have to say that's definitely one of the things I dislike most about Dubai, is that you cannot just walk everywhere. You basically really need to drive everywhere, even though I know that's, for example, also really common in the US, right? But anyways, we're actually leaving soon, which I am so excited about. So we're only going to be here about 2 more weeks and then going to Denmark first, and then the plan is south of France, which yeah, is a total dream. I'm going to tell you a lot more about that in my next videos when it's also a bit more concrete. But yeah, only 2 more weeks in Dubai, which to be honest feels really nice. The only part I'm really not looking forward to at all is that we're moving out of our apartment. So gonna pack everything and ship stuff, and so because I feel like I accumulated so many things in the last month. So but I feel like that's just the story of my life, because we've been doing that for the last years, just constantly moving into new apartments, moving out again, and so I actually should be used to it by now, but it's still it's just the worst. But anyways, no more complaining now. We are looking forward to a nice matcha. Wow, I've been there now for I think 4 hours or even more, just sitting and editing, but it was super productive. I'm feeling so tired and exhausted right now, so I've decided I'm gonna do a quick 15-minute yoga nidra, because it really helps so much with restoring energy. Like, I can so highly recommend that if you feel tired and just sluggish, to do a yoga nidra session and you feel like you're newborn. I just opened my hair from the braids and it turned out so nice and curly, so I'm a bit sad I'm not going anywhere now, but I'm about to start making dinner. And I quickly want to, before I forget, recommend you a podcast episode that was so good and so powerful, and you have to listen to it. I was in total tears though, because it's really emotional. It's a mom and her daughter, and the mom got diagnosed with terminal brain cancer, which of course is horrible, but her perspective on it and the way she talks about it is so crazy inspiring. So the podcast is called Inherited. I'm gonna link it for you down below. But now time to start making dinner and also a healthy dessert. And we're gonna make sweet potato nachos, which is another recipe I had all over my Instagram. Starting off with peeling the sweet potato. I've seen people not peel them and just leave the skin on, but I feel like, especially if it's not an organic sweet potato, it's probably better to peel it. Well, actually, let's preheat the oven. Even though the food was so amazing on vacation, I'm super happy to make homemade food again. I really think it's one of the absolute most powerful ways to take care of our health. Because the problem really is that when you eat out, first of all, you don't know what's in the food, and second, of course, restaurants just want to make it taste the best it possibly can, so they're adding lots of stuff into it and also probably most often not using organic ingredients. And I think the biggest problem is actually the oils that they're using, especially the vegetable oils, because they're unfortunately so bad for our health. So yeah, really happy to dive back into cooking. Now we're going to cut the sweet potato into thin slices. Now we're going to add some salt and some garlic flakes and olive oil. And I'm just going to go in with my hand and massage it in. And now we're just going to spread it out. And now we're going to place the whole thing into the oven. Now while the sweet potato is baking, we're going to make a really nice dessert, which is going to be kind of Dubai chocolate style. I'm just going to wrap a cutting board into baking paper. And then we're actually going to start with melting some chocolate. And I know I'm always a little bit brutal with using the 99% one, but I really like it. For me, it's not too strong, but I know a lot of people don't like it so much. You can of course also use 90% or 85%, but honestly the darker of course the better, and it has so many benefits for us. So I really love the 99% one. So just putting it into pieces, and then we're gonna melt it in a water bath. Next we have 10 medjool dates, and we're just gonna remove all the stones. These dates are amazing. They're so juicy. Really nice. Now we're just gonna drape them next to each other and just pressing them a little bit open and flat. But they kind of make a nice surface. And now we're gonna top them with some pistachio butter. The more fluid the better, so that it really spreads nicely. And you know me, with nut butter I'm always super generous, because yeah, I'm just obsessed with it. Actually, someone called me out in the comments on my last What I Eat in a Week, saying that I eat too much almond butter. I'm just really obsessed. It's just so good. And the good thing is that there are worse addictions, because nuts are of course so healthy. I think almonds are actually the food of which you could survive the longest. Like if the only food you would have available is almonds, you would survive longer than with any other food. I hope that's true. I actually need to double check. Already now I'm gonna put some salt. I love when it's just the sweet and salt. That's the best, especially with dates. I feel like it's always like salted caramel. Okay, the chocolate has melted and we're gonna pour it over our dates. Oh my god. And now we're of course gonna top it with even more pistachio. Just sprinkling that on top. Okay, wow, this looks amazing. Now we're gonna pop it into the freezer, and I really love to take some time each week to prepare some kind of healthy dessert so that I always have something for those moments where I really crave it And then instead of reaching for something super unhealthy, we have a really nice healthy version. Okay, back to our dinner. We're gonna melt some butter. And then we're gonna cook some minced beef. Next, we're gonna take one avocado and a super nice one, lucky. Of course, adding salt, and then we're gonna squeeze in half a lime. And then I'm just gonna cut a handful of cherry tomatoes. Now let's get the sweet potato out of the oven. Okay, here are our sweet potatoes. Oh my god, I just realized I don't have a can opener. And it's not one of these, you know. Damn it.
Then use the edge of the spoon to slowly cut all the way around the top.
I just watched a tutorial on how to open the can with a spoon. Yeah. Let's see if this works. Yeah, oh my god, I think this is never gonna work. I'm so warm. Okay, Jacob managed to open it for us. I'm just gonna wash them because I'm scared that somehow that, can you just put it in here? With the particles. I think, yeah, just washing it.
But it looks amazing what you've done so far.
Right? But it's not ready yet. Okay, we actually need to move these a bit closer together. They were shrinking. Oh, nice. They're really like chips. I love it. Now we're gonna add the beans on top. We have our beef, and oh my god, this pan is always so heavy. Just spreading that on here as well. And now the last step, of course, is cheese. I'm gonna use mozzarella. I guess if you want to make it super Mexican, it will probably have to be cheddar. But anyways, I think.
You can also use mozzarella.
Yeah, mozzarella is also fine, right? We are gonna make this a very cheesy. And then we're gonna pop it back into the oven. Oh my god, it looks so good. Now last steps, topping it with the cherry tomatoes and the guacamole. I'm just adding a little bit so we keep some to kind of dip it into. Then I'm adding some lapni. You could also use sour cream, but I actually have to say I really like lapni. Spreading that on top. And finished. This looks so nice. I'm so excited to try this. How are we not actually gonna eat this? I saw people eating it with their hands, but I feel like that's maybe a bit too messy, right? Should we try it with the hands?
Yeah, I just washed my hands.
Yeah, me too.
It's the feeling of nachos. Really nice. Very good.
I really have to say, I think this was a successful one, right? And you're usually very critical with my food.
Tastes very good.
I think especially also I love black beans. Success. I have to say this was really one of the best meals I ever made, right? Yeah. You actually agreed, and you're usually very critical about my food. But
I'm normally very judgmental. But this was really good. Probably one of the best sessions so far.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I think
that also looks amazing.
Right? Anything with dates is just always incredible. Dates and nut butter. So let's eat it. We have our dessert critic here again. Still a little bit frozen. Okay. Try it, love.
I like it.
Very pistachio.
Very pistachio.
Is the chocolate too dark for you?
No.
No? Actually, okay. because it is so sweet because of the dates, right?
Like
How do we rate it?
out of 10, 8.2.
8.2.
That's very high. I'm very high. It's like
For me, it's a 10 out of 10.
no.
Yeah.
If you're 10 out of 10, then you have nothing to fight for anymore.
Nope. Yeah, to me, it's perfection.
No.
It's so good, yeah. We're just gonna go for a little evening walk after food. I love doing that. It's so nice for digestion, balance that blood sugar, and just really, really good, but especially also before sleep. I had to force you to come with me, but really it's the best. After food, we wanna walk, we wanna move a little bit. I just took 5 minutes to write down all my to-dos and goals for the week, and especially for tomorrow though. So this is really something I try to be super consistent with to prepare for the day ahead, because I tend to be a quite unorganized person. But since I started honestly using Notion, this is not a Notion app, but I really love using it so much. It helps me so much with staying organized, so yeah. But anyways, gonna close that laptop now because no more blue light. I'm in bed now with my Kindle reading, which I always do before going to bed. I always read, and I'm, by the way, so proud of myself because it's before 10 and I'm in bed, which is a big goal of mine at the moment, to really prioritize earlier sleep time. And I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Good night.